Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, yes. Some few hours ago, William Ruto shared some photos through his social media handles. And from those photos there, you can see Rigathi Gachagua, Professor Kithure Kindiki, and Justin Muturi, Speaker of the National Assembly. And I honestly believe William Ruto has shared those photos to achieve a specific political agenda and objective. And that's what I want us to find out in this video. In case you've bumped here for the very first time, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. Thank you, God bless you. Yes, from those photos, it's clear William Ruto met those leaders for maybe some kind of consultations and discussions pertaining to the running mate position. And the mere fact that Musalia Mudavadi was missing in action also speaks volumes. It shows clearly the kind of a view or other feeling William Ruto has of Musalia Mudavadi. Musalia Mudavadi is being seen as just others in Kenya Kwanza Alliance. That's why most definitely he was not part and parcel of that team. And again, if you look at William Ruto's running mate, I don't think William Ruto has a very big problem in identifying a running mate for himself. And that is so because top leaders from the mountain who are deemed as possible William Ruto's running mate, from reliable sources, they have actually rejected that offer of deputizing William Ruto. I'm talking of people like Rigathi Gachagua, Ndindi Nyoro, and Alice Wahome. Those who were initially seen as leaders who are most likely going to deputize William Ruto, especially Rigathi Gachagua. But we are being told from some reliable sources, they have rejected that offer. So I find William Ruto having no problem at all picking a running mate from the mountain because he can go ahead, pick or nominate any candidate, and these other leaders will not be complaining. But the mere fact that William Ruto is sharing those photos and then is not actually captioning them is just a clever political strategy by William Ruto. What we are being told in the 48 Laws of Power, don't conceal your intention. William Ruto is just trying to conceal his intention, but at the same time, giving Kenyans a clear hint on the most likable candidate he might pick or nominate. I honestly believe that William Ruto might just pick his running mate from that team. If it's not Rigathi Gachagua, most definitely that candidate will be Kithure Kindiki or Justin Muturi. But from where I sit, chances of William Ruto nominating Rigathi Gachagua are almost nil. Chances of William Ruto nominating Kithure Kindiki, again from where I see it, is almost 50-50. And I'm saying 50-50 because as I talk right now, Kithure Kindiki is Uda's nominee for the senatorial seat in Tharaka Nithi. But in the recent days, Kithure Kindiki has been blowing hot and cold. And there have also been some rumors that he might actually step down. He might not defend his seat as a senator and opt to be William Ruto's running mate. And as I talk right now, rumors are very rife that maybe William Ruto can just settle on Professor Kithure Kindiki. But from where I see it again, that's a 50-50 kind of a situation. For Rigathi Gachagua, Rigathi is clearly not interested in that position because Rigathi Gachagua does not want to be in a position where now he lives at the mercy of William Ruto nominating him to parliament. Rigathi might have looked at the bigger picture and he knows the stakes are very high in this year's presidential election. Rigathi has a feeling that William Ruto will not win the presidency. So Rigathi Gachagua opts to defend his Madira parliamentary seat where maybe is rest assured of recapturing, not being at the mercy of begging for a nomination from William Ruto because he believes Ruto will not win this year's presidential election. And if you look at Justin Muturi, I honestly believe that Justin Muturi, chances from where I sit are very high that if William Ruto is to pick a running mate, then most definitely that running mate comes out automatically as Justin Muturi. And I'm saying Justin Muturi because Justin Muturi is not seeking any elective seat in this year's election. So if William Ruto can only offer Justin Muturi that position of his running mate, Justin Muturi will gladly and very easily, very fast accept that offer. Justin Muturi will gladly accept to deputize William Ruto. And that is so because he is not contesting for any elective seat in this year's election. So whether they lose or not, he shall have lost nothing in my considered opinion. So Justin Muturi comes out as almost the natural pick for William Ruto in this year's presidential election. And if you look also the other side of Musalia Mudavadi is coming out as somebody who has already lost hope in deputizing William Ruto. So Musalia is just sitting at the back bench because already he knows he won't be considered for that position. And that can also just tell us that if William Ruto goes ahead to win this year's presidential election, then the people who will be calling shots most definitely are the likes of Rigathi Gachagua, the likes of Justin Muturi, the likes of Kithure Kindiki. Musalia Mudavadi will just be a backbencher in William Ruto's government. And that comes out very, very clearly. And then if you look at the side of Raila Amolo Odinga bit, Raila Odinga, I honestly believe that Raila and Uhuru, already they know who they will pick as Raila's running mate. But because we are in a game of politics, and we are being told in the 48 laws of power, conceal your intention, Uhuru and Raila are just concealing their intention. So that when they eventually reveal that candidate, then it will create some kind of euphoria, some kind of news. Already, I believe Uhuru and Raila, they know most definitely the candidate who will deputize Raila Amolo Odinga. But also, they're just playing smart politics. And that's what William Ruto is also trying to copy here. William Ruto is trying to create some sense of uncertainty so that eventually when he picks his running mate, then it can also create some kind of news and some kind of euphoria. William Ruto is just trying to copy that from Azimio, from Raila Amolo Odinga and Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. It's some kind of smart politics. That's honestly why I believe William Ruto is sharing those photos and actually not giving them any caption at all. And also, before I conclude, if you look at William Ruto in the recent days, and then you look at Azimio in the recent days, they have really been coming out as leaders who might have not known or settled on the candidates to deputize them. Because even today, as I talk, they held some discussion with IEBC. You know, IEBC gave them till 28th of this month to find or rather nominate a running mate. But today, IEBC just announced that now the date is being pushed to maybe 16th of May. Yes, about 3 weeks. It has been extended by about 3 weeks. And from where I sit, I honestly believe that within this period of this additional 3 weeks, there might be very interesting dynamics that will actually be going on in these camps. I know in one way or the other, there will be some considerations. I know the side of Raila Amolo Odinga, they'll most definitely carry out an opinion poll and to look at a possibility of actually winning this year's presidential election without Kalonzo Musyoka. And if they find they will go ahead to win this year's presidential election without Kalonzo Musyoka, I'm seeing a high possibility of Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Amolo Odinga not picking Kalonzo Musyoka as Raila's running mate. Yes, I'm seeing that kind of a high possibility. And on the side of William Ruto, within this duration, I'm also seeing William Ruto and his team going to be very, very keen on making sure they identify one leader from the mountain who can create the right kind of a perception. If you look at somebody like Justin Muturi, I don't believe, ladies and gentlemen, even though it comes out as Justin Muturi's as William Ruto's probable running mate, I don't think Justin Muturi can add some good mileage or perception to William Ruto. And that's why I also think that within this duration, other candidates, the likes of even Anne Waiguru, might also be considered to deputize William Ruto. All those are just possibilities. But from where I see it, as of today, William Ruto, if he is to appoint a running mate today, then most definitely that running mate will be either Rigathi, Justin Muturi, or Professor Kithure Kindiki. On the side of Raila Amolo Odinga, if Raila was to pick a running mate as things are today, all indications are showing that that candidate might be somebody from the mountain. But things are bound to change. One day in Kenyan politics is a long period of time. Let me stop there, ladies and gentlemen. God bless you. God bless Kenya.